I am waiting right now, like I'm at the end of a church aisle, to marry, kiss. We are getting some questions on the way to set, but I'm waiting for all 4 of my grooms to show up. Okay, are we going in? Do we do it in there?
Yeah, we gotta go.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm nervous. I heard them go by earlier and they like have chains on their boots. It was intense. A little jiggly. Hello! Whose boots were making all the noise going down the hallway? That's it. That's no. How are you? You guys will need marks if we kiss, right?
Yes.
I kind of want to feel like I've been touched by an angel.
While I'm doing this,
See, that's it that went down the hallway. We're like, what is that?
what is that?
Hi. Welcome, welcome. You guys have been here all morning? Oh, wait, sorry. This is where I stand. Oh my gosh. I've never.
I'm closer to your
No, I like this. I like this. So you guys just announced your final tour.
We
Yes.
did.
The end of the road.
It's the end of the road. We've been out for 4.5 decades, and at this point, with the band being as great as it's ever been, if not better, we're going to go out and do the biggest, most explosive, most unapologetic Kiss show ever. So people who've seen us before, this is the show to see. It's a celebration with the people who made us what we are, but also people who've never seen us before. This is the chance to see us and then go, gee, I should have come to this party earlier.
You know what the coolest part is? In music and entertainment, very rarely can you stay relevant for long periods of time. You guys are one of those bands that did that. And there was a little boy in the audience today dressed as you, and I said, are you just dressed like that because it's a cool costume? He's like, no, I'm a fan. And he's 9.
We have 3 generations at this point. So we have parents, we have sometimes the parents of parents and the little kids. So what we do is timeless. We sing about celebrating life and about basically the whole show has always been about giving people bang for buck. When you pay for a ticket, you deserve a great show. And I think we've always raised the bar, and this tour will raise the bar further.
Well, because I did see that you guys aren't doing new music because you've already made the best music. So I have some questions to ask you. What is your favorite song to play?
You know, that question's been asked before, and it really, you sort of take time and think about it. The best song to play is the song that the fans love. We may have our favorites, but at the end of the day, the great excitement of having the fans give you back that energy, there's nothing like it. You may not be crazy about a tune. When they love it, you love it.
Because you're feeding off that energy.
Yeah, that's
Totally.
right.
Does it? And that's kind of like asking you to pick between your kids, right?
Exactly.
Asking an artist their favorite song.
Well, you created them all. So just as Gene was saying, the
Like
reception.
little kiss babies.
Totally. We have musical kiss babies just running around the world.
Although there are some epic tunes, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit Rock City, Rock and Roll All Night, Shout It Out Loud. We got them all.
Okay. Now, what's the one favorite thing about each of your new looks that you have going that we might not know about coming into this new tour?
Most people don't know this has taken a long, long time to do. You don't dress up overnight. It's like you know, you don't just pop out of bed.
No, I
looking
do.
like
I
this.
do. That's funny you mentioned that. Some of us are so blessed.
So we've been working on these for quite a while. Tommy,
This is just very shiny, you see. Spaceman. What do you think?
I can keep my music
Like
going.
the boots.
You know.
The boots, the 5th member. That's what I like to call them.
coming down the
Yeah.
hallway.
Yeah, literally
You can
like.
hear him coming.
I bring my pets.
Oh my gosh, I didn't hone in on that. They look like breathing dragons.
Yes, they do.
What about you?
Just like your shoes.
I went retro, actually. I
Let's
went
see
like
yours.
old
I
school
flashed my.
leather.
See, like they're so similar. It's like I'm practically in the group.
It's about the same
I'm gonna
size.
cut my
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut mine out so and then I can paint my toenails and be
Do you know what I never
be
realized?
really hot.
Is that you guys have such high shoes? When I walked by, I was like, it's so funny. They had like 4 band members that are so tall.
Oh, you want to see
They
something?
love each
Here,
other.
come over here and step on top of these.
Step on top of these. Can I do that? Oh,
Go ahead.
you're gonna make me feel so light and dainty. Oh my gosh, am I hurting you? I'm part of the group, man. I was like, usually tall people play sports. Other people rock.
Yeah.
All the same height, guys.
You know, it is true. We keep hearing about other bands. Why do you dress like this? All this stuff. We never cared about other bands. We wish them well, but we've always really been dedicated to the idea of putting on the best show on earth, which is why we ignore fashion. What's the latest thing? What other
You
bands
ignore
look-
fashion. You're like doing some of the best fashion I've
We're
seen.
style. We're not
Oh,
fashion.
style. Okay.
No, but you've got to put your imprint in the ground and say, this is who we are. To thine own self be true. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing.
No, and that's why you stand the test of time, by the way. Who is going to be the most emotional during the tour, towards the end?
He will.
I think we all are. This is something that we've been going through it reached a point where we just said, while we're at our best, let's go out and do the victory lap and go around the world. But when you're up there on stage and you know that this is the last time you're going to be with these people and you're celebrating what you've shared, I think there's going to be a lot of tears shed. And if Kleenex wants to sponsor this tour,
We invite you to join.
They would do very well.
Okay, now who's most likely to pull a stunt or surprise on this tour? Oh, so he's the feeler, you're the funny guy.
I wouldn't say funny guy. But
Comic relief.
They call me SS for my nickname.
You can't say it, but you stir it. It's
Oh, smells
Yes,
interesting.
it's-
Okay.
That's
Well,
it.
Gina gave me, I've been awarded the Golden Ladle Award for
Golden ladle.
for stirring the soup.
Yeah, we would say he's the stink stirrer.
The stinkster.
Yes.
Okay. Now, your name of the tour is The End of the Road.
Yes.
If you had to go with a different name, what would it be?
Thank you. You know, I wish there was another word. We're all so grateful to the fans who made our life possible. It's 45 years later, 100 million albums sold, #1 American Gold Record Award-winning group of all time, but none of this is possible without the fans. Just this one last time, we're going to go out with the mother of all Kiss shows and say thank you to the fans.
What about you?
I don't know that you could just call it the final tour, but really what's most important is the fact that we are going out there and we've always raised the bar. Look, you can go see a pop star, rock star, rap star. Everybody does a Kiss type show at this point because people demand more for their money. And we've always raised the bar. This tour will raise the bar even further. We're playing more songs than we've ever played. Technology is allowing us to make the bombs bigger, make the lights brighter. We will numb you, we will deafen you, we will brighten your night, and we will enlighten your day.
What about like Trail of Kisses or Drop the Mic?
How about you wanted the best, you got the best?
Yeah.
That's right. We always begin the show with that battle cry, which we've been doing for 45 years. You wanted the best, you got the best. The hottest band in the land, and in this case, the world, Kiss.
What about you, Golden Ladle?
There you go.
I'm actually thinking about how much trouble I can get in.
Come on, Poopster. You got one name. You can say poop. It's digital.
That's acceptable on Facebook.
Well, I'm gonna contemplate that one.
You think about it. You think about it. We'll get back to you. I also heard last question. You guys love the Beatles.
We
Yes.
do,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have, we always have, and that's, I think, the same vibe, the same matters of the heart. They decided to be the group they wanted to be and didn't look around to see what was going on. Then all the other bands came out after the Beatles, copied them. Be unique, be an individual, be as unique as your fingerprint. We love them not just because of the talent, but because of their commitment to being the Beatles and not trying to be anybody else.
The beauty about the Beatles was that when you saw them, you could love that band and then pick an individual member, and they all looked like they belonged together. Obviously, there's nobody else who could be in this band except you.
Right?
And with that being said, if anybody can ever compare us, and it's rarefied air, but if we've taken anything, it's the spirit of what they did and the commitment to the music and commitment to camaraderie.
Do you have a favorite song?
Yesterday, well, no,
Oh,
You mean Beatles?
Beatles,
I
yeah.
have to say the same thing about them as us. We can't compare to them, but I just mean when I first heard them on the Ed Sullivan Show, it was I don't know what it was. It was all of a sudden you stop everything. The world stopped, like one of those Twilight Zone episodes where everybody just froze, and you get that like, what is this? You've never seen or heard anything like that before. And I remember, Boom, She Loves You. Yeah, I go, what is that?
Yeah.
and the
To
hair
this day.
shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like it, even to this day.
Did you guys know though it wasn't Beatles like the bug?
Oh,
Okay.
totally, because it was spelled like.
But
a
did you always
beat.
know this?
Yes, totally. We
Okay, we learned it in a morning meeting about a week ago. So.
No.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not joking. Do you still want me in the band?
Oh my
Okay.
God, absolutely.
Next time,
But the-
check with the poopster.
But the thing that made the Beatles so great is they took all the greatness of artists before them. It was as though Little Richard, Chuck Berry, and Jerry Lee Lewis combined with the Everly Brothers and
Oh, the Everly.
wrote these great songs. So ultimately it came down to the songs. The Beatles were always about great songs, and if we try to use it as a template in any way, it's to construct songs that people could sing. bands go out and jam, but when we go play, you've got 20, 40, 50, 60,000 people
Wow.
singing these rallying cries, singing I want to rock and roll all night, party every day, shout it out loud. We have all these songs that really are about self-empowerment and self-celebration of life. That's, hey, we are the American dream.
Thank you for the final rallying cry. It could be in a city near you, so check it out. But they're also going to be on GMA Day later today, so don't miss it. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ooh.